Hi beautiful, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another vlog. This morning I have been in the Word and reading. As you know, I'm reading the Bible, the whole thing, and I'm almost done, and then I'm going to start again reading it, but the chronological order. Today I'm reading in Mark, and I feel like Mark has just been about faith, like the emphasis of sacrifice, like leaving things behind that are not conducive to your walk with Christ, and just believing that God's going to do a new thing. Because there's many times in Mark that Jesus is speaking to people, and it's through their belief of him or his power that things get done, things are able to move. The mountain was able to move, he was able to heal, etc., because people believed and they knew that God can do a new thing. And I know sometimes, like when we go through life or things happen, we want to believe that God's got a new thing, but at the same time we question it, or we have doubts, or we let doubts in. And it's just so important to just have that faith and believe that God's going to do it. And because it's not in our power, then it has nothing to do with us, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I know God's going to do something for me, then I will leave it with him. It's just like with kids and parents, and when they ask for things and you know, they trust that you're going to get them a present, or they trust that you're going to buy a new pair of trainers or whatever it is that they've asked you for. They don't worry about it because they know that you're going to do it. Same thing with us as children of God. We don't need to worry that God's going to move the mountain, he's going to heal us, or he's going to do this thing in our lives. We just have to have the faith and believe that he's going to do it. He's going to do it his way and in his timing. All we have to do is have the faith. So I feel like Mark was really emphasizing that. I'm almost done. I have like 2 chapters left, but I feel like that's what Mark was emphasizing. And then there was a part that really struck me. Well, I mean, this happens all the time. That's the point, right? Is that you read the word so that it can change you, it can prune you, you can learn from it, it can teach you, etc. So in Mark, in chapter 12:42, it was speaking about a woman who gave everything she had as an offering. She gave everything she had as an offering, right? And everybody was like, oh, but you know, I gave more, and she only gave this little amount. And all the rich like priests and people of that time were complaining and saying like, oh, we gave more money, da 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 da. But the point that Jesus was making was that that's all she had, was that, and that's all she gave. And it made me question myself, like, am I giving my all? Can we give all to Jesus? Can we use everything that we have? Can we give all that we have? Because he's given us many things, blessings, talents, gifts, etc. But can we give it back to him? Can you use everything that you have? And if you look at it in our day, like even if you're on social media, like are you using your social media to edify Christ? Are you using it to build up a business? Are you using it, you know, to glorify God? Are you using it to tell people about Jesus? Are you using it to encourage others? Like, I don't know, your home has something that you could use, your heart has something. Like, this woman gave everything, and I feel like sometimes we can hold back on certain things because we still want to please us rather than give that service to somebody else, or even just ask God to use us with all that we have. So that really, just the importance of it, really, it just kind of reminded me, like, I had to question myself, which I do every single time I read the word. I always turn it back to myself, like, am I giving enough? Am I doing what the word says? Am I doing this? And you should ask for forgiveness, and you should just ask God to direct your steps, because you need direction. How can I give you more? How can I use what I have more? We go against procrastination, laziness, doubt, overthinking, all these things that are holding us back from being the best that we can be. And in some cases, it's not really about being like the loudest or being the biggest. It could be in your small circle, it can be within your family, it could be within people you work with or someone you meet, etc. Like, where can you use the things that God has given you? How can you serve somebody else? How can you give your last to God? So as I said, I've got the 2 chapters left, and then I'll be done with Mark, and then I don't know what I'm going to read. I'm kind of, Revelations has been bouncing in my head to read, and I'm like, I've only read Revelation 1 time in my life, and seeing as I've read that book about heaven and hell and stuff like that, I think I can read Revelations and not be like, whoa. So I think I'm probably going to read that next. as I said, it's been bouncing around in my head. And when things are like that, I know God's like, go there, I need you to go there. So I will read Revelations after I finish Mark. So if you didn't know, and if you haven't joined already, I do have a weekly devotional called Monday Moments that comes out on Monday. And it's basically just like a short take on the things that I've learned, the things that I've experienced, but what the word says, and scriptures, journal from God, and to help us also become women of Christ and to change, like thought-provoking. So I like to send those out every week, so I would link that down below for you. And I also have this new one that I've done, which is about being more of a Proverbs woman, so a woman of virtue, and that has journal prompts, explanations, breakdowns in there, and you'll receive as well. So if you haven't joined already, I'll link it in the comment section, and I'll link some more stuff in the description section for you guys to join or read or buy, or whichever you like to do. And the two things that I've mentioned, the devotion and the Proverbs, are both free.
Is it really enough? Giving my heart and my soul, but still don't feel like enough. Feeling inadequate, still getting after it. Trust me, the feeling is tough. Feeling is rough. Hold on a second, I'm thinking too much. Really wanna flow like water, but I don't drink it enough. Spending more time with my daughter. Really enjoying the innocence. Teaching her mind omnipotence. All of the things I've never been taught. Stuck in my mind, all of these thoughts throwing me off. But hold that thought just for a second. I got 2 incoming calls.
Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I'm not too much. Tell me that I'm more than fragile. Tell me that I'm more than fragile. Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I'm not too much. Tell me that I'm more than fragile. Tell me that I'm more than fragile.
Look, confidence I'm seeking, insecurity speaking, just to numb these thoughts. I've been talking to myself like my niggas, you tweaking. Couple steps away just from diving off the deep end. I've been lacking love, or it's probably bad reception. They calling for a favor, make me think they don't respect him. If that's all you need, then my phone I'll be rejecting. Nick, where's the love? Can't you call me just to check in?
So I've gone back to using my Google Calendar, and I've turned off all my other calendars, and I have the weekly menu calendar. So as you can see, it says jollof rice, grilled chicken, course salad. So I only shop for the days, I shop twice a month, and it's like kind of like every 2 weeks. So for those 2 weeks I do a menu. So that's what I've basically done. I've kind of just created a menu. In there are the recipes. So if I go in here, so in there it has the website of the recipe and the ingredients I need. So each month, each day I can just go in, or when I'm doing my weekly food shop, I can go in and grab and think of the things that I need to get and then work through it like that. So that's what I've been doing with my Google Calendar. So let me give you a quick review of this book. I stopped halfway. I probably got to like chapter 11. I kind of was put off because there was a lot of swearing, and I mean, I don't mind swearing sometimes, but I feel like it was unnecessary. And then there was like a lot of like, oh, her sleeping with this person sleeping with this person, and like the storyline was kind of based on like, you know, the attraction between her and this other guy. I don't know, I was just kind of put off with the book, so I didn't finish the book. But it was well written and well put together, and I like the fact that they kind of had a twist on like the UK vibe and like young people and stuff like that. I gathered from the storyline that she and this guy that she met, and that they didn't like each other, but then they partnered up to do a project for uni. I feel like she'd probably end up with that guy, and like there was going to be like this huge turnaround. But I think that for me, I was going to leave it and move on to another book.
Couple steps away just from diving off the deep end. I've been lacking love, or it's probably bad reception. They calling for a favor, make me think they don't respect him. If that's all you need, then my phone I'll be rejecting. Nick, where's the love? Can't you call me just to check in?
Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I am enough. Tell me that I'm not too much. Tell me that I'm more than fragile.
I am reading Yellowface this time. This is my choice of book, and it's pretty interesting so far. It's about it's about two writers who, one dies and one takes over their life. So I saw another lady from YouTube also read it, and I was quite interested, so I got it. My tips for reading and keeping up with your reading schedule. Take your book everywhere. Even if you're cooking, even if you're just resting, even if you're on the bus or the train or in the back of a cab, take your book everywhere. Another tip is to swap scrolling for reading. Sometimes you aimlessly scroll when you could have read a few chapters. Speaking of chapters, try to aim to read a certain amount of chapters every single day. If you don't like a book, it's okay to stop and pick up a new book. Don't force yourself to read something that you cannot stand. Try to read 2 books at a time, or maybe even 3 if you're capable, but split it. So you have the morning book and the afternoon book. Or you can have the first half of the week book and the second half of the week book. If you're reading something that's more personal development, take some notes and journal the things that you've learned. And if it's just a normal book, then do enjoy and recommend some new ones. A little tip with roast potatoes I like to do is, because I've rinsed them, they're wet. Once I add my oil and my seasoning, I cover it in foil to kind of steam it up for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then I take the foil off and crisp them up, and they're really lovely and luscious. Lastly, a great habit and a routine to have is to buy at least 2 to 3 books every single month. The more the books are coming in, hopefully the more it's encouraging you to read. Good morning. So this morning we are setting out in the XL, which is at Custom House, and we are going to enjoy the Friends experience. So basically they've brought like the Friends show here in London, and it is like the immerse. Basically you get to sit on the sofa, go in all the props, all the yeah, we get to go in and experience the Friends like show and the set and stuff like that. So they've set it all up. So I have literally no idea. And my tickets that I booked online, and they were about £25, I think, for me and Ashley. Younger ones don't need to pay because they're not going to really get what's going on. But I did bring the whole family along to come with me. But yeah, the view here is so amazing. Like, it just makes I feel like I love the water. Yeah, this like boat is an hotel. It's called the Sunborn. I'm gonna check it out and see
if we can buy it.
Yeah,
Mummy, you
buy. really good. It was just like funny, and like obviously because we've seen the whole show, so it's like memories and just laughing at little bits, and like really like it was brought to life, like seeing the sofa and like the coffee shop and etc. So it's actually really worth the whole thing. Like and then at the end, you can print your photos. So we got the
amazing pictures.
I just thank God. Oh, Ashley got me the little key ring because I wanted the frame, but the frame was £25, and now I will try and find out on the underground, on the down low. And then where's I put the, oh yeah, so basically we got the photos as well. So the lady that was working there gave us a quick tip, which I passed on to somebody else as well. So because we took so many photos, because you have this, you get given the oh my gosh, I thought you get given the QR code that you scan at every photo session point, and then you get to have like a professional photo done. And then at the end, the photos are £12. Talk about in a frame. I paid £12 for that, for paper. I just realized that. So you get £12 for a picture supposedly in the frame, and then you can just, for a £5 extra, you get the whole, all the pictures you took on a digital form, and then you can just print your own pictures. Sometimes it's not about like money and all that stuff, or reasonable, but it's more of having the experience and building memories, especially with the kids. And if it brings the happy child out as well, why not? So yeah, we're done now. So we're just gonna head back, probably get some ice cream or some. All right, get ice cream and see what's about, and then head home. Or that's kind of it really for today. Well, for this morning. Am I going the right way? Okay, yeah. So that was fun. It was a little bit jittery and a little bit scary, but we made it through the blood of Jesus, and it was nice. It was a nice experience. Just look at such a, what guy?
The guy.
So I think the bus station's over there.
I wanted to experience this, and so did the kids, but when you're on it, I didn't know it was going to be like so high. My goodness. But it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't even as shaky as I thought it would be. I just didn't look too much at the water while I was going down. But anyway, we're going to go get the train now and head home. Walking back from the cable car to the station, there's been a food hall there, so you can get like food. It smells so good. And then there was a little mini golf thing right here behind us as well, and it's only £2. So we're gonna come back next time to do that, because like the plans are happening. We've got like food, ice cream, all these things. Yeah, we have ice cream. So we're gonna come back and do the mini golf, because that looks really, really good. And there's no one there as well, which means you have amazing fun, because it's so tucked in behind the whatever this is.